Rooster Teeth, don't think you're slick making the LGBT character the one whose name means rainbow. I'm Mediocrity4 and this is my review for RWBY Volume 5 Episode 8. If you haven't seen the episode yet, you may want to before watching this review. Finally, something is happening. Granted, it's not what we needed to see this episode, but I'll take what I can get. We get all of Team RWBY in this episode, not united yet, but the scenes do flow well to convey that it won't be much longer before Blake finally leaves Menagerie and goes to Mistral. Also, Blake wasn't completely insufferable for once. That happens way fewer times than it should. And wow, Blake was actually smart. I mean, the way she was baited, it wouldn't even be that dumb to go alone, but the fact that she didn't is a huge improvement for her character. So, Blake gets lured out and drop-kicked by Lannybat, then Spider Lily shoots webs out of her hands because that's totally how spider webs work. I'd say it's their semblance, but that would be putting way too much faith in the writers and Miles specifically. Not to mention, if she has her semblance, that means she has her aura, and why did she get knocked out in a single punch? Blake is smart in the scene, but the White Fang is really dumb. I get that Adam is crazy, so his decisions aren't ever going to be rational. But what the actual hell are the Fabulous Fox brothers doing here? Don't they realize that one slip up, if they lose, or if police arrive, or if anyone sees them, or if Blake shows up, their entire plan will go the way of the Hindenburg? For that matter, why not wait until Blake is secured on the boat to initiate the attack on the mansion? And why did Ilya and Yuma just leave? It would have been better if Sun dropped down and then a fight between Blake and Sun and then this White Fang Shadow Squad broke out. Then it's a race against time as the White Fang goons are basically forced to start their attack because Blake's capture isn't guaranteed. Either way, Finnick and Korsak have no business being there, let alone monologuing. And I love this image of Callie with a pistol and also this bit where Gira straight up kills someone and it hurts just looking at it. And Ilya confessing to Blake and talking about the plan is exactly what I expected from her. Everyone thought she'd be good, but no, people who are completely fine with Sienna Khan getting killed for no discernible reason aren't good people. Oh, and RWBY is sort of in this episode. It's just more of the same until Blake is brought up, which makes this probably the first time in this entire show that a scene has improved by bringing up Blake. Yang is rightfully mad, which alleviates my fears, sort of. Until Blake meets back up with him, I won't hold my breath on this being followed through. RWBY easily forgiving Blake, I can see, but Yang, there needs to be a lot of anger and shouting, especially when they all find out that she's been living a relatively cozy life on Menagerie. And this made me really wish we got a scene with Weiss and her mom last volume. All this information would have been better conveyed last volume while Weiss was trapped in her house, or at least do a quick animated flashback like in volume 2. Seriously, there's a reason why that scene is still good and nearly every other exposition dump scene in this series is so terrible. God, the pacing in this volume is abysmal. This brief bit of action isn't nearly enough for the absolute lull we hit after Yang reached the bandit camp. That was in episode 4. The only thing that happened since then is Yang and Weiss reuniting with RWBY, and then a bunch of exposition dumps on top of exposition dumps, and the exposition dumps have continued, but at least there's some action back in this action show. I'm Mediocrity4, thanks for watching.